Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Dose of Doors. Today I wanted to talk about something I think we all fall into at time to time. It's called, or what I like to call, the single outcome trap. It's that feeling that if one thing doesn't happen exactly the way that you hoped it would, the whole plan is over, the dream, the direction, the purpose. But here's the truth. It's not over. It's not even close. I know how easy it is to put all of your energy into one outcome, one opportunity, one person, one path. And then when it doesn't go your way or the way you imagined it to go, it feels like everything just came crashing down like a tower moment. But what if that no or not yet is actually God redirecting you? Give that a thought, right? Sometimes what we think is the end is God's way of just shifting us towards something far better. The trap is believing that your story depends on the one single result. But the reality is God's plan for you is layered. That's where all the lessons and the blessings and all of that come from, where you fully find yourself divinely surprised with all these plot twists. There's the layers, right? Trust me on this. I know I'm going through it. And let's not forget the many seasons of the spiritual growth that God guides us through. From everything I have seen in my own life, God rarely does things the way we expect them. If you look at the patterns of your life, it's never the way that you thought it was going to happen. But he always delivers in a way that makes us stronger, wiser, and more aligned with our purpose here on earth. Now, you don't have to give everything up. Peace comes when trusting that things out there are going to happen in miracle, magical ways. And your story is going to unfold in such a beautiful way. When we loosen our grip, like we talked about last week with the surrendering, on what we think the only outcome should be, that's when faith starts to flow again. You stop striving and you start to surrender again. And that's where the miracles happen. So this week, I want to challenge you to release the single outcome in your life. Something you've been holding on to that you think it's only going to have to be this way and this way only. I'm challenging you. Release that. Maybe it's a job, a relationship, a dream that hasn't fully taken shape yet. Take a breath and say a prayer. Take a walk, hug a tree, and remind yourself, God, I trust you to bring this together in whatever way serves your highest good. Stay hopeful, stay ready. Stay ready, because God's version of your plan might just be bigger than you could ever imagine. Sometimes he delays what we think we want because he's preparing what we truly need. Did you just hear that? And when the timing is right, oh God, he's so strategic. He doesn't move slowly. This is what I love about God, and I know this from my LA story and saga of my life. He does not move slowly. When the lesson has been learned and he's ready to propel you to the next level, he will move suddenly. Let's not forget, our God is a God of sudden breakthroughs, divine shifts, and unexpected favors. One moment you're waiting, like me, 4 weeks in LA, waiting, wondering, praying, repenting, and then the next you find black mold and the doors open and you're in your car 2 days later driving back home, and it's like a bad nightmare. You see how it all works out? Everything will work out in divine timing when you get out of the single outcome trap. That's the beauty of walking with faith. Because you will never know when the suddenly is coming. As the Bible states, the Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. And in that stillness, he is teaching you lessons. And that's the beautiful part right there. So again, remember, your peace doesn't come from controlling the outcome. It comes from knowing who is in control of it. So keep the faith, keep walking in grace, and never forget that everything unfolds in divine timing, His timing.